Hi, I'm Kate Ahern, the Sangoma, and you're very welcome to the Sangoma TV. This is a third video of 3 videos. So, today we're going to explore further the notion that energy is thought. And if you remember the last time when we spoke about the baby and the accumulation of masks or ego, well, if you can imagine when we get older and the more people we have in our lives, the more masks or the more reasons to move further away from our true selves occurs. And as we go further into life, we've got other distractions then to add to this moving away from ourselves. We've brought the conditions and the values and the beliefs that we might have had in a childhood, mightn't be serving you any longer, but for a lot of us, we don't actually sit and question those, and they can keep us stuck. Other distractions out in our world would be things like the TV or the newspaper. So buying into stories of tragedy or stress or doom and gloom can actually have a very negative impact on ourselves and on our well-being and also on our stress levels. So things around like the economy and say the credit crisis, that it brought people into an energy of low or slump and feeling that they actually couldn't perform out in the world anymore. So that's not a very good one for our stress levels. Buying into the being answerable to somebody all of the time, so having phones. So most people have phones nowadays. We even give them to our kids, so that means you actually can't have a time when you're not at the end of a phone for somebody, which can be very, very distracting. Also, a lot of people are on social media, so they're buying into another world of news, of community that might necessarily be a healthy one. And if they're buying into it a lot, I mean, how long do you spend on your social media, really? And another one would be deadlines. So this could be deadlines at work, it could be deadlines school runs with kids, it could be anything that you're working towards. So when you're working towards, you're actually going out into the future. So for most of us, our thoughts are either in the future or in the past. And what we often do as well is that we base our future thoughts on how we reacted in the past. So we're constantly between the two, and we're rarely in the now, which is the only moment you actually have. And further to this, the body doesn't know that even if you're in the future, whether the event that you're getting stressed out about has actually occurred, and it's producing adrenaline, which is surging around your body and is having a negative effect on the organs and the function of your body. So research has shown that actually 80% of all known lack of ease or dis-ease in the body is caused by stress. So how do you eliminate it, or how do you even reduce it? Well, we need to pull it all back in. But before that, I want you to explore the idea of energy as thought. And for a lot of you, if you were buying a car, for instance, and you were thinking about a car, a particular type, a particular colour, would you notice that you might see a lot of them on the road? And why is that? Is it because you might be attracting that in, that which you focus on, you might be attracting in? So have a bit of fun with this, and I want you to think of a car. Let's say, we'll give it a colour, a red car, okay? And I want you to see we'll give you 48 hours, how many red cars you notice on the road, okay? That's one thing. The second thing is we're now up to our third chakra, which is our solar plexus. So it's to do with our seat of power. It's about not giving our power away, keeping our energy for ourselves in a way that we look after ourselves first before we tend to the needs of others. It's got to do with the colour yellow. And for a lot of us, we tend to give our power away. And it could be that we're looking after others, or we don't regard ourselves in a high enough esteem or value. So to explore that part of your energetic body, for a lot of us, we feel nervous in this part of our tummy. It's just below the diaphragm. You might have the butterflies in the tummy. So that's your third chakra. Looking forward to hearing your feedback. I'll see you again.